Guys, after this game versus Chelsea, after this loss versus Chelsea at 3-0 at the Stamford Bridge, I think that it's the right time to say that this season we are going to get humbled, we are going to get destroyed, we are going to suck this season, okay? We are going to suck. Just don't ask what we're going to suck this season, okay? But we are going to suck, bro. Barcelona is going to be like, what the heck just happened, okay? Last season, from being a very top flight team in Europe to this season being literally nothing. This is the third big match of the season that we're playing. The first one, which was versus PSG, and the second one versus Real Madrid, and this, the third one versus Chelsea. All of them we lost, so we haven't won a single game versus a big opponent this season, which is a very big thing, okay? But you know what? Yesterday's game, it wasn't about losing. Because I expected that we might lose because we have like not that much good organization of the team. We might lose, okay? And we lost. But the problem was not losing. The problem was being out-footballed, okay? Out-footballed by Chelsea. This is not something that I expected from Barcelona, that we are going to get out-footballed. Even though it's an away game, it's a very good team, Chelsea, okay? The Premier League madness. But out-footballed? Like, come on, guys. I didn't expect this. And this game, the way that it went, it was truly, truly embarrassing. I didn't see anything from Barcelona yesterday. Anything. And I was very amazed. Like, there was so much going on in this game that is absolutely ridiculous, okay? Absolutely ridiculous. But yesterday's game, we had a lower possession than Chelsea. We had less shots than Chelsea. This is something that we should have more because we are a team that keeps the ball, okay? We are a team that shots more than the opponent. But when you have like attackers like Lewandowski, who is getting old right now, you have Ferran Torres, for crying out loud, in the left wing, okay? How are you going to get more shots than the opponent? Like, how? You know what? Before getting to that, let's just look at the stats of this game, okay? Yesterday, guys, Chelsea had a possession of 56 and we had a possession of 44. This is something that should be reversed. We should have more possession. Chelsea had 15 shots, 6 on target. We had 5 shots, 2 on target. You can see, guys, that we were totally out-footballed. Okay, totally. We were able to do nothing. We were doing nothing. I literally saw everything yesterday, okay? We did nothing on the pitch. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely horrible performance from Barcelona. And especially, as I said, when you have attackers like Ferran Torres. Now let's get to the events, okay? Ferran Torres, in the 4th minute, he had a very good chance to make it 1-0 for Barcelona, giving them a lead. And you know what? You might be thinking that, they might have, returned the goals like they could have. Yes, they might. But, scoring first changes the perspective of the game. That chance, bro, he had zero pressure. Robert Sanchez was not even closing him down. And he missed. He missed. Like, just like that, he missed. And I was thinking that, why would you even play this dude? I honestly think that Ferran Torres needs to leave the club or whatever. But he is not a player that can play in Barcelona, bro. He's not a player that can play here. We don't want players like this in our team. Okay? We don't want players like this. Like Ferran Torres missing that chance. And then goals disallowed. Like, there were 2 Enzo Fernandez goals that were disallowed in the first half. And we need to thank the High Line. You know what? The High Line actually worked very well yesterday. There were 4 goals offsides. Okay, sorry. There were 4 goals disallowed because of offsides. Okay? So we need to give a little bit of credit to the High Line, because if there weren't offsides, it could have been like 6-0, 7-0. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. We need to. I normally say that the High Line sucks, and it did suck. It was exposed. We'll get to that later. But it helped a little bit on the scoring sheet, okay? Heck of a challenge, bro. We have a heck of a challenge. Because even though the goals were disallowed, I was still seeing, because Chelsea, the way they were playing, It was like, okay, this goal was disallowed. This goal was disallowed. We're gonna keep going. And Chelsea, bro, I need to give some credit to Chelsea. Chelsea yesterday, the way that they were playing, all the players, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, even players like Fofana, Reece James, their skipper, Cucurella, bro, he was not allowing Lamine Yamal to get past him. Lamine Yamal had nothing yesterday, nothing. And the fact that last season he was one of the best players in the world, this season he's just an average player. We have to agree, bro. We have to agree. I was praising a lot Lamine Yamal last season, but this season he's just an average player. Cucurella wasn't allowing him to go past. Fermin Lopez, yeah. He had a very tough battle with Caicedo, okay? Frankie de Jong was trying his best, but he can't do anything on his own. Like, come on. He can't do anything on his own. So, it was like a very good game from Chelsea. Esteval. We'll come to that later, okay? In the 27th minute, Cucurella, of course, he stayed onside. That was onside, by the way. And then he puts a cross in. And then I don't know what Ferran Torres and Koundé were playing like, okay, you nutmeg me in training. Now I'm going to nutmeg you on the match. I don't think, was that the case right there? Because Koundé literally nutmegged Ferran Torres and made an own goal. I don't know what was. Zero organization there. Zero organization. And as I said, these players last season were very good. Ferran Torres, even him, he was very good. Koundé was a monster. But this season there's literally nothing. And of course, Araujo, he received a yellow card in the 32nd minute about arguing with the referee. So he was already booked. And then after that, guys, Araujo in the 44th minute. How can we actually end a match like this without a red card? Araujo in the 44th minute receives a second yellow. It was a horrible foul. This dude just doesn't know how to tackle. He made that tackle, a horrible foul, and a second yellow, and he's sent off. 10 men Barcelona playing against 11 men Chelsea. Absolute chaos. I mean, Araujo, bro, what are you doing? I don't even want to talk too much about Araujo because it doesn't even make any sense now, okay? But after that, guys, after that, okay? After that, it was like all about Esteval. Esteval, since the beginning, of course, it was all about Esteval. It wasn't about Lamine Yamal or anyone else. It was all about Esteval. Esteval with a beautiful, beautiful goal. He took on Cubarsí, okay? And then Abalde was trying to close him down, but still he scored with his right foot, with that angle. But look at that run that he made. My goodness. I'm telling you, we had nothing yesterday. Nothing, absolutely nothing. From that red card, I just recognized that there's going to be problems here. There were players that were left unmarked yesterday. And that actually caused the third goal, okay, of yesterday. Enzo Fernandez completely unmarked. And before this, Garnacho was unmarked. And he put a ball in for, I don't know, I don't remember very well, but he was unmarked. And there was a goal that was scored. There were four goals which are disallowed because of offsides, which I said earlier. But this one in the 73rd minute standard. Okay, Enzo Fernandez with that unmarked, territory, and then Liam Delap right there, and then he gives it to him, and a goal, third goal, bro. But you know what, guys? I just need to give credit to the Chelsea players, the athleticism that they possessed yesterday, the speed, the pace, the everything. Like Pedro Neto, look at that one run that he made from beyond the half line all the way to the goal. Taking on Cubarsí with him, okay? Cubarsí had nothing yesterday. I'm telling you, no one played football yesterday from our side, okay? Ronald Araujo just gave up very early in the game that I don't want to play this game. I'm just going to go off, okay? So that was a different case. But here, bro, Pedro Neto, if he could have scored that goal, which he could have scored, because John Garcia's Legs were already wide, so he could have just put it in, but it didn't go in, and thank God it did go in. Like, it was like, it's so good to see Barcelona. We didn't concede more than 3. Okay, it could have been embarrassing. 3-0 is already embarrassing, by the way. But Chelsea players, I have to say that the way that they played, it was so good. Like the pressing that they put on Barcelona, the pressure, the athleticism, everything was so good from Chelsea that it was almost unbelievable. Like, all that should have come from us. Fermin Lopez, he was nowhere to be seen. Whenever he tried to do something, Caicedo was right beyond him. He was making the tackles, everything. Like, it was incredible to see this team, bro. It was like, wow. We are so not ready. Ferran Torres' first touch, of course, they suck. Lewandowski was also nowhere to be seen yesterday. Like, and you know what? The funny thing is that in the first half and in the second half, we didn't play football. Like, all the game, the whole game was Chelsea. The whole game. But anyways, guys, there's no, like, we are not ready for this season, okay? We're not ready. We are not ready, bro. We still don't have the team. Rafinha came on later on, but the damage was already done, guys. Like, there was nothing to it. And yeah, I mean, if you enjoyed the video, sorry. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video.